Immediately after leaving Cloud9, I had that year on Echo Fox, and then this year, currently on Misfits. And basically every EPL season, we were right outside of the playoffs, like 7th seed, 8th seed, constantly just barely missing the playoffs by 1 or 2 spots, and falling in some of the harder games of the season that could have pushed us over the edge. Despite that, this is the hardest season of EPL that I've played in. So I think it shows a lot as to how our team and the players on this team have evolved. We lost our best player, Twist, to Liquid. They bought him out. And I think the team morale took a huge hit around that time because we knew we were losing a super talented player, potentially like one of the best players in North America coming up. We decided replacing him 1-for-1 wasn't going to be really an option. There was a lot of bumps and shaky roads in the beginning, but our communication has developed to become what it is now, which is much better than what it was when we first formed. Roles have switched a little bit. Our map pool has significantly changed too. I mean, we were picking maps that we're now banning, and we're banning maps that we're now picking. You know, like it's been completely a flip over the course of this last 7 months as to where this team is at, and it's due to a lot of hard work. I definitely felt like if I would have went to the coaching role, I would have been back as a player. And I think when I make that decision to be a coach, I want to stay with it, and I wanted to have something that I'm comfortable with. I've also learned a lot as far as person-to-person interactions over the last couple of years. I had only played with maybe a dozen players, and throughout my time on Echo Fox, I learned that different people require different ways of communication, and I've used that a lot actually on Misfits. So I've learned a lot now that would make me more equipped, I guess, to be a coach. Coaches play a massive role in Counter-Strike right now. They're very important for person-to-person problems. A lot of arguments that happen, and it's very hard for an in-game leader who's focused on, watching demos, preparing tactics, doing that kind of stuff to do it all by himself. It's amazing that teams like SK, who don't have, a super developed coach, they're able to come back from these huge deficits. But a lot of teams use their coach in that regard to keep the morale high. Once I feel like I'm done as a player, it's definitely an avenue that I want to look at. I think Shazam is definitely one of my favorite teammates I've had. He's definitely at like a very high individual level. He's playing way better than any of the other times throughout my years of playing with him. He's learned a lot as a player in these last couple of years, and I think he's definitely, one of the top talents in North America right now. Hunter was very raw. Sick was very raw as a player, and his roles have changed a lot from what he used to be to what he is now. I thought, honestly, when I first joined the team, he might have been a bit of an overhyped talent, but now he's at levels way higher than anyone would have ever rated him at. He's put incredible amounts of effort to be where he's at right now. I have really nothing bad to say about Hunter right now. On an optimistic side, I would like to get out of the group. Realistically, if you were to ask me, it's to play these teams in our group very well. A good result here would definitely be a huge morale booster for our team for the major qualifier. We have a super stacked group right now with teams like North, NIP, SK. The teams that we're playing here are honestly more difficult than the teams that we would play in the major qualifier, so it'd be definitely huge for us.